The smell of burnt coffee. That is how I discovered my secret was not safe. Every Tuesday, I took food to a homeless teenager near the park. His name was Leo. He was thin, with messy dark hair. But his eyes, they were the same deep brown as my husband's. My husband died 5 years ago. I never told anyone about Leo. Not my sister, not my friends. But yesterday, Leo said something strange. "You look like my mother," he said. I dropped the sandwich. How could he know? I never had children. Or did I? My heart raced. I wanted to run, but my legs were frozen. "What do you mean?" I asked. He just smiled. "My mother died when I was born. But I have a photo." He pulled out a worn picture. It was me. Younger, holding a baby. But I did not remember that day. Why? Suddenly, I felt sick. Was this my son? And if yes, why did I not know? I took the photo from Leo's hand. My fingers were shaking. The woman in the picture was me, but I looked younger, maybe 20. I was in a hospital bed, holding a baby wrapped in a white blanket. My face was tired but happy. But I had no memory of this. "Where did you get this?" I asked Leo. "My grandmother gave it to me before she died," he said. "She said my mother was named Clara. But she never told me more." My mind was spinning. I sat down on the bench. Leo sat next to me, keeping a small distance. "I live on the street since I was 14, he said quietly. "My grandmother died when I was 10. Then I went to a group home, but I ran away." I looked at his thin arms, his old jacket. He was just a boy. "I am sorry," I whispered. But I did not know why I was sorry. For him. For me. I needed to know the truth. "Leo, I don't remember having a baby," I said slowly. "But I believe you. Something is wrong." He looked at me with hope in his eyes. "Can you help me?" he asked. I nodded. But inside, I was scared. Who took my baby? And why did I forget? I remembered my husband, Matteo. He died in a car accident. We were happy, but we never had children. Or so I thought. I looked at Leo again. His eyes were exactly like Matteo's. This boy was my son. I felt it in my bones. But how? I had to find out the truth. I took Leo to my house. My neighbor, Mrs. Santos, saw us and frowned. She always watched everyone. I ignored her and closed the door. Inside, Leo looked around my small living room. It's nice, he said. I made him a sandwich and tea. He ate quickly, like he was starving. My heart hurt. I will find out what happened, I promised him. But you need to stay here for now. He agreed. That night, I could not sleep. I searched my old boxes in the attic. I found a diary from 10 years ago. The last page said, "My baby is born. I am so happy. But my sister says I am not ready. She will take care of him for a while." My sister, Maria. She always wanted to control my life. Did she take my baby? The next morning, I called Maria. She lived in the next block. "I need to talk to you," I said. My voice was cold. "Come over." She arrived an hour later. She looked annoyed. "What is so important?" she asked. I showed her the diary. "Explain this." Her face went white. She sat down. "I was trying to protect you," she said. "Protect me?" I shouted. "You took my baby." Leo came out of the bedroom. Maria stared at him. "He looks like Matteo," she whispered. "Yes," I said. "He is my son." "Why did you lie to me?" Maria started crying. "You were so young, Clara. Only 20. You had just married Matteo. You wanted to be a mother, but you were not ready. I thought I could raise him better. So I told you the baby died. I gave him to a family in another city. But they died in a fire. Then the grandmother took him. I lost track. I felt like I could not breathe. My own sister stole my child. You ruined my life," I said. "And his life." Leo looked at Maria with anger. "You made me homeless," he said. "I am sorry," Maria sobbed. "I was wrong. I was jealous. You had everything, a husband, a home. I had nothing." I wanted to scream, but I stayed calm. "You will pay for this," I said. "I will call the police." Maria begged me not to. "Please, Clara. I am your sister." But I did not care. She was not my sister anymore. I called the police. They arrested Maria for kidnapping. The neighborhood talked. Mrs. Santos said she always knew Maria was trouble. But I did not care about gossip. I only cared about Leo. He was my son. I had to make up for lost time. But it was hard. Leo was angry. He did not trust me. "Why did you not remember?" he asked. "I was drugged," I said. "Maria gave me something after you were born. I did not know." He looked at the floor. I want to believe you, he said. But it hurts. I hugged him. He did not hug back. But I did not give up. Over the next weeks, I tried to connect with Leo. I bought him new clothes. I got him a bed. I enrolled him in school. But he was distant. One evening, he said, "I am not your son. I am just a boy you found." My heart broke. "You are my son," I said. "I have proof." I took him to the hospital where he was born. I asked for my old records. The nurse looked at me strangely. "You were here 10 years ago," she said. "But your file says the baby died." I knew Maria had changed the records. I asked for a DNA test. The nurse agreed. We waited 3 days. When the results came, I was shaking. The doctor said, "You are the mother." I cried. Leo cried too. He hugged me for the first time. "Mom," he whispered. I held him tight. "I am so sorry," I said again. "I will never leave you." But there was more. The doctor said, "There is something else. Your husband, Matteo. He did not die in an accident." I froze. "What do you mean?" "He was murdered," the doctor said. "And your sister was involved." I could not believe it. Maria killed Matteo. I remembered the car crash. The police said it was an accident. But now I knew the truth. Maria wanted Matteo dead, so she could take my baby. She was a monster. I went to the police station. I told them everything. They reopened the case. Maria was in jail, but now she would stay there longer. Leo and I started a new life. We moved to a different neighborhood. I found a new job. Leo went to school. He made friends. He smiled more. I smiled too. But the pain never fully left. I lost 10 years with my son. I could never get them back. But I could give him a future. Now, a year later, I sit on my porch. Leo is inside, doing homework. He is healthy and happy. He calls me Mom every day. The neighbors know our story. Some whisper, but most are kind. Mrs. Santos brought us a cake last week. I learned a hard lesson. Family is not always blood. It is who stays. But also, blood matters. I should have trusted my heart. I always felt something was missing. Now I know it was Leo. My sister took him, but she could not take my love. That love waited for 10 years, and it found him. For anyone listening, if you feel a secret in your family, do not ignore it. The truth hurts, but lies destroy. I almost lost my son forever. But I found him. And I will never let him go. Leo is my second chance. Every Tuesday, I still make sandwiches. But now we eat them together. The smell of bread and coffee fills my kitchen. And I am grateful. Because the boy with my dead husband's eyes gave me back my life.